Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to try to teach you how to do the Sonic and ThumbAround pen tricks. Also, I'm going to show you the Sonic Rise trick, and if I get 15 rates at least 3 stars each, I'll show you how to do the Sonic Rise. So, this is what the Sonic looks like in fast, speedy. That's what it looks like. And you should be able to do that within a day. If you're at school and you get caught, you can't blame me. Okay, so how I learned it, first off, is first I got the grip, and I'm using a Click, just regular pen. I find Click pens easier because they have the little thing that sticks out, and it's easier to grip kind of onto where your index finger and thumb meet. And then you want to hold it, just hold it like this to begin, and then, the peace sign, right? So just make that, and then place it in both of the openings. I know it's sophisticated saying, but some people, are clueless on it. So, and then you just push up with your ring finger and down with your middle finger. And it should go clockwise, and in the middle you should have something looking similar to this. And what you're not trying to do is go like this so that it goes over like that. That's wrong and just doesn't look cool. But what you are trying to do is you kind of block the pen with your index finger so that it doesn't go anywhere. And usually, when you get better, you'll figure out that you can just kind of block it, and momentum, you don't have to, usually you want to catch it in between these two, but later on you'll figure out that if you just block it, it uses momentum, and the part with the click on it uses momentum and goes clockwise. So, I'm sorry if you hear that music. No, really. Don't worry if it goes flying the first time, like that or something. I highly doubt that you'll be able to do it the first time. I personally wasn't able to, but how I learned it is I got the grip, and then I just guided it with my other hand on what it's supposed to do, and I just did that like 50 times until I was finally able to do it kind of slowly, still dropping it a few times. But yeah, that's my cat. And so if you have any questions, leave them in comments. I'll be able to respond to them, hopefully, I think. And now ThumbAround. It's going to look somewhat like that. Not really. You're not going to drop it, hopefully. It's going to look like that, but faster. Like that. Okay, sorry. Okay. It's going to look like that. I have a little trouble with this pen, but otherwise, it's usually whatever you start out with. will be what you like to use the most. And I started out with a pencil, and so it's harder to do with a pen. So you just want to hold it like this. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. So, and then you just pull your index finger back and push forward with your middle finger. And you would start out like this, and then go like that, and then just kind of like pull. When you get to here, you just like pull right here and right here together, and it's usually best. First time, you're probably going to be able to get it around, just not able to catch it. And I recommend starting out with, well, it just depends on how big your hand is. If you have a pretty big hand, you want to start out with a big, thick pen. But if you have, like, say your fingers are pretty thick, use a thicker object. But if you have a really skinny finger, use something skinnier like a pencil. I started out with a pencil because I just didn't have any pens with me at the moment, really, and I had trouble with it. But I got it eventually and had trouble moving on to the pen. With whatever you're using, you want the weight, the eraser side, to be on the outside, or in this case, with the clip, you want it to be on the outside, and so that it uses momentum and just goes around. And in pen spinning, if you try to take on any other tricks, you'll figure out that a lot of tricks use momentum for their base. And once you get good at the thumb around, you might be able to have the weight on the inside, so that after you spin it, you're able to like write. I think personally it looks cooler. Don't worry if you drop it the first few times. It takes tons of practice. And also back to the Sonic, you might want, depending on your personal opinion, you might want to use a pencil, but I recommend starting out with a pen because they're thicker and that's kind of easier to do. And so personally I think it's easier. You might think that a long, really thin pen is super easy, but a thick pen is hard. And once you get good, you can also move on to a shorter pencil. And it's harder because they're lighter and shorter, and so it has a higher chance of like falling off. But if you can get it with a small pencil, it looks a lot cooler, I think. Oops. And okay, so now here's my introduction to the Sonic Rise. What it is it's basically the Sonic, but it starts out here and ends up here. And it just goes like that. It does this twice, from here to there. And some of you might be able to figure it out by yourselves, but I personally took me a few days to get. it's because usually your ring fingers are the most clumsy and rely on your middle and your pinky fingers muscles to function, and it makes it a lot harder. And if I get 15 rates at 3 stars each, I'll show you how to do this on a gratis. Thank you for watching. This is, oh my god, that's so random, with 2 pen spinning tricks. Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe.